It was a hearing that was combative right from the very start.
You can let her filibuster all day long, but not on our watch. Not on our time. No way. And I told you about that, Attorney General, before you started.
You don't tell me.
Yeah, I did tell you because we saw what you did in the Senate.
A hearing with Attorney General Pam Bondi that got so heated, one Democratic member left the hearing room.
Didn't ask Merrick Garland anything about Epstein, not once, when he was...
Weak sauce.
And also, I want the record to reflect that, with this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning...
Is Jewish. I just want to be clear.
So you want to go there, Attorney General?
Over the Department of Justice redactions in the file, including Leslie Wexner, founder of Victoria's Secret.
Within 40 minutes... Wexner's name was added back.
Within 40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
There was one redaction out
where
of
he's
over
listed as a co-conspirator.
This guy has Trump derangement syndrome.
Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal.
Been touching on concerns about her stance on anti-Semitic culture. Things got truly explosive when redactions from the Justice Department were brought up, especially concerning Leslie Wexner, the billionaire founder of Victoria's Secret. Within just 40 minutes, his name, previously removed, had to be restored, after serious public and congressional scrutiny, leaving Bondi visibly unprepared to address it. But that was just the beginning. Pam Bondi is now facing a major crisis. A massive leak from the Department of Justice revealed that she may have been covering up details related to Epstein to protect powerful predators. Members of Congress are not only criticizing her, they're openly calling for her resignation. And the revelations don't stop there. Evidence surfaced showing she was surveilling members of Congress, tracking their DOJ database searches, and specifically monitoring which Epstein files they accessed. Such oversight or intrusion by an attorney general is unprecedented, and it's seriously shaking her credibility. Her career could be hanging by a thread. During the hearing, survivors expressed their frustration directly. One demanded, "Apologize for what your Department of Justice has put them through. I'm not going to get in the gutter for her theatrics." Later, several survivors spoke with NBC's Hallie Jackson, voicing outrage. "Show me your hands if you were satisfied with what you heard from the Attorney General today," Jackson asked. Nobody raised a hand. There wasn't a single adult in the room who could justify the damage done to these children and girls. The survivors made it clear. They simply want accountability. On February 11th, Bondi testified before the House Judiciary Committee about the Epstein files. This wasn't a routine hearing. The room was packed with brave survivors who had endured abuse at Epstein's hands. And the Democrats weren't holding back. Congressman Jaime Raskin confronted Bondi directly. "You're running a massive Epstein cover-up right out of the Department of Justice." He accused her of siding with the perpetrators while ignoring the victims, a claim that the evidence strongly supported. Congress had enacted the Epstein Files Transparency Act, mandating the release of 6 million documents connected to Epstein, including flight logs, black books, witness statements, everything. Yet under Bondi, only 3 million were released. Half of what the law required. Worse still, the released documents were mishandled. Victims' names and personal information were exposed, while the identities of powerful co-conspirators like Wexner were redacted or withheld. Bondi was left facing the fallout. During her defense, Bondi claimed the redactions were intended to protect victims and that the DOJ was complying with the law. But internal memos contradicted her statements. DOJ prosecutors had warned that the release violated the statute protecting the wrong people while exposing victims. Bondi ignored those warnings, moving forward regardless. These leaked memos now prove that she misled Congress under oath. The surveillance scandal made matters even worse. Bondi brought a binder labeled Jayapal Pramila Search History, detailing every Epstein file Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal had accessed in DOJ databases. Essentially, Bondi's department was tracking a sitting member of Congress, an alarming breach of separation of powers. When CNBC revealed images of the binder, Jayapal condemned the DOJ's actions as entirely inappropriate and accused Bondi of weaponizing the department against lawmakers. She demanded answers. Who authorized this? Who compiled the binder? And who else might have been under surveillance? Bondi had no valid explanation, exposing her actions as political espionage and illegal surveillance. Calls for Bondi's resignation quickly intensified. Congressman Ted Lieu accused her of lying under oath, failing to follow the law, and coordinating with Trump to protect allies and target opponents. Lieu warned that if she remained in office, Congress might pursue perjury and obstruction referrals, potentially leading to criminal charges. Democrats, victim advocates, and former DOJ officials echo these concerns, highlighting how Bondi's conduct has undermined the department's credibility. Even some Republicans quietly expressed unease, acknowledging the political damage her mishandling of the Epstein files caused. Bondi's credibility is unraveling. The leaked memos, surveillance scandal, and survivor testimonies paint a picture of a department compromised, manipulated for political purposes, and blind to the law. Her failure to release all required documents, while shielding powerful individuals, exposes her prioritization of political allies over victims. This isn't speculation. These are documented actions. Perjury and obstruction charges are now plausible. Surveillance of Congress adds a constitutional dimension, with potential ramifications extending to Trump if he authorized or was aware of these actions. The fallout could include special counsels, formal investigations, and even articles of impeachment. Her position is precarious. Calls for resignation are growing louder, and with every new leak, evidence against her mounts. Bondi may attempt to ride out the storm, but Congress will continue pressing for accountability. Remaining Epstein documents may be subpoenaed, and officials could face congressional inquiries. The stakes are high not just for Bondi but for Trump, whose connections to Epstein appear in the files. Public and political scrutiny will intensify, particularly as these revelations intersect with the 2026 midterms. For Bondi, the personal consequences are severe. Even if she avoids immediate removal, disbarment and professional sanctions are real threats. The Justice Department itself is under immense pressure, with career employees leaking information to expose corruption and uphold the law. Her attempts to shield powerful figures while compromising victims have only accelerated her isolation. Her legacy as Attorney General is now tainted by scandal, deception, and betrayal of those she was sworn to protect. This situation underscores the importance of congressional oversight. The hearings test the balance of power, revealing whether an Attorney General can be held accountable and whether the executive branch can be checked effectively. The Epstein files case highlights how political interference within the DOJ undermines justice, while leaks and survivor advocacy show the system fighting back. The question remains, will Bondi be forced to resign? Will she face criminal charges for misleading Congress? Will the remaining Epstein files be released, or will the cover-up persist? What's clear is that her actions have left an indelible mark on the Justice Department and American politics. Accountability is slowly unfolding, survivors are demanding justice, and the truth is finally coming to light. Pam Bondi believed she could protect the powerful while leaving victims exposed, but the evidence shows otherwise. Leaks, testimonies, and congressional scrutiny are revealing the full scope of the cover-up. Her tenure as Attorney General will be remembered as one defined by scandal, obstruction, and betrayal. The question now is whether justice will catch up with her, and how far-reaching the consequences will be for all those involved.